Welcome to Laguna Seca in the Honda Civic. Now this is a 20-minute race and it seems to be that not many people know about this little tactic or exploit. Whichever one you want to see it as, it's the hard no stop strategy. Pitting here takes roughly about 40 to 50 seconds. It is an eternity to come into the pit entry, get a new set of tyres, and the exit goes on forever. So by not stopping, you save yourself a good 40 minutes. Now, over the 20-minute period of time, do you lose that amount of time in not stopping and being on hard tyres? That question we'll find out towards the end of the race. But we're making it through turn one and out the other side. A little bit of a scrape with the Honda Civic to our left, but now is the time where you want to start gaining places and making a move on as many people as you can to get a good start. Preparation here is key to having a successful end. A bit like bacon. Is it bacon? Oh, who knows? Preparation helps in bacon, I guess. I don't know. The stuff I come up with. Anyway, chasing up after the Audi up in front, we have gained a few places overall. We are up to P11. And we have Jack Russell behind, almost destroyed us as everybody bottlenecked through the corkscrew. Out the other side we go down the hill. A lot of the other cars I would presume would be on medium tyres, so being dragged along through these sections here really does help to try and keep up the pace with everybody else. Audi looks like he's trying to make a move on the Hyundai here, and the Hyundai did get a pretty poor exit, so we're going to see if we can make a pass on them and get through the other side. I still don't understand why the windows are open on the Veloster, but there we go. Getting a great run down here, and we're going to pretty much close the door off to the Veloster, trying to have a bit of apex syndrome. Out the other side we are, and that is another position gain. So overall, by the end of lap 1, we have gained, what, 4 positions overall, and we're on position 10, which is actually a really solid place to be. A little bit of slide coming through that section there, but coming to the top of the corkscrew, things start to develop in our favour some more. As the Audi and the MG start battling with each other, it has reduced their overall pace, which has helped me catch up to them. The only downside from said catching up is the breakaway from the cars further ahead. So providing them to manage to overtake each other in reasonable amount of time, we can, there we go, spoken too soon there, be able to also ourselves make a move and hopefully start to try and catch up to the pack that we have dropped away from. Breaking into turn 1, the MG does an insane lunge, and what a beautiful move. Credit where credit's due, my friend. That was a great lunge and you pulled it off. And also, not only that, they pulled it off and didn't go to the other end of the circuit in doing so, except for this corner here, where they ended up going gravel castle building, which, you know, isn't optimal, but we can make another move again. We have the pace, we have the run, we have the inside line, and if we park it on the corner like we are now, there we are, beautiful. They had nowhere to go, and no contact, we managed to gain that position. Over the sausage we go, and the MG behind has fell off the track. Great news for us really, because we have no pressure on the cars behind. Downside is, because of our battling, we did manage to lose a bit of pace on Barbosa up in front in the Audi. Thankfully though, with a good bit of running, we managed to catch up to the pack of cars up in front, and Barbosa has gone gardening off the track. There you go, that is another position gained, but sadly we are, what, 2 seconds away from the cars up in front, and considering that is quite a substantial amount of time, we might not be able to claw that back in, and as you can see, we've dropped off a little bit further. Not a worry though, some cars are already in the pits now. I would say it's a good time to pit if you're on medium tyres halfway through the race. Get another set. These cars up in front, may well be extending the medium tyres to jump onto a set of soft tyres towards the end of the race. That is my hope, because we are on a podium at the moment, position 3. Great news. Now I'm looking at Duff behind, who's 790. Seeing what point they exit the pit is going to be a great indicator of when, well, how much time we have towards the end of the race. And at the moment it's 20 seconds as Ace McGee has overtaken them. So anything more than 20 seconds is a really good place to be. Coming through lap 9, position 4 is 21 seconds away. So I'm not too sure where Duff is at the moment, but Ace McGee has disappeared and getting a little bit nervous at the moment because the cars in front haven't pitted yet. We have position 1 there and position 2. Oh, there we go. Spoke too soon. Position 2 is now entering the pits. That is great news for us. We are only 7 seconds away from position 1, 20 seconds away from position 4, and not too sure where the cars that have pitted are positioned at the moment. But they are behind us, and that is what matters. I mean, they're definitely going to be over 20 seconds away, and that is a really good number to have lead forward to making sure that we keep the position towards the end of the race. Again, though, you must bear in mind, that's provided we don't really fall off the track as well, because that's quite easily done. There we go. ARP is behind, 26 seconds away. It wasn't until roughly the start of lap 12 that Duff managed to get themselves back into the picture, being 24.5 seconds away, which is a great lead that we have at the moment. Position 3 doesn't have the same kind of luxury. They're 1 second ahead of Duff, which means they're going to be under a mountain of pressure. Tires are fading, and Duff is going to be all over them and making that move. Now, this car up in front have lapped about total of about 3 times, and I'm just not sure on their style because they're a bit all over the place, and some corners they try drifting. Position 1 on the other hand though, 6.2 seconds away, so we have slowly been gaining on position 1. I was hoping actually that we gained a little bit more time upon them and was able to move. They are honestly in stone throwing distance, and it's so frustrating that I'm looking at them and I made a silly mistake at a turn back there. It's cost me a couple of attempts there, especially coming up the hill, coming through the corkscrew out to the side, almost going way too far on those track limits, trying to make up for the time I've lost, and almost sacrificing a lovely penalty, because that place will get you. 6.3 seconds away. We are actually gaining on them pretty quickly. I think the tyres have just fell off the cliff. I mean, I know my tyres are about to fall off the cliff. Thankfully though, Duff behind is now 21.5 seconds away, and this lap is the pinnacle lap. Our tyres are absolutely destroyed. Duff's tyres are going to be in a great condition to about starting to feel the wear. Position 1 on the other hand, their tyres are going to be the same as ours, absolutely wrecked. But how hard have they been pushing? And that's quite crucial here, because although I have been gaining places overall throughout the whole of the race, I have been doing my best to try and tyre save, reduce the amount of wheel spin, reduce the amount of slip. Things like that all do add up towards this point of the race where it is needed the most. 5.5 seconds away from position 1, coming in for this corner here, and up the hill we go. You can see how much speed we've had to drop just to make it round that round that corner there. And the same for this corner. We are down to 81 miles per hour, where I usually do it between 95 and 100. Yeah, the drop off is brutal. And you can see position 3, 18 seconds away. Duff is reeling us in really quick. But we are coming towards the end of this race here, and you can see, thankfully, that 17 seconds lead by not pitting overall was insane. Now, I didn't start at the front of the pack, I didn't start at the back, I did start roughly in the middle, and managed to make a good few places. There are things that do aid and help you all along, but the time saving by not pitting is really worth it, honestly, and I'm surprised more people are not doing it. But don't go away just yet. This next race at Bathurst brings a whole new meaning to pressure towards the end of the race. But before we get there, I'd like to take a moment out to thank our channel members, which are Andy Good, Sigmatic, Daniel Adams, Crazy 8, AK47, Spectral Rain, and Kook Roach 189. Thank you guys ever so much for support. supporting the channel. Now let's get into Bathurst. Again, we are starting off in position 7, which is not too bad overall. A couple of cars around us. We've got Peugeot to our right, Audi to our rear, bogged down a little bit at the line, but we are on the inside for turn 1, which is actually a great place to be, and thanks to the Honda Civic turning right and giving me a nice open door, we managed to gain another position there. Going to lose it though, because I think this car to my left does have a little bit of a better run and also had the slipstream from the Mercedes. Yeah, of course it had to be a fart can that's quicker than me, typical, just my luck. Yeah, and goes in front. Oh, add insult to injury right there. That thing's annoying. If any car that had to be taken out of Forza, that'll be one of them. Right, coming up the hill, we gain another place, back up to position 6. Lovely job. But a smooth overtake or undercut from the Mercedes. Turning in for this corner now, where usually everybody crashes, and thankfully that was not the case here. Another thing that's not the case here is I'm on medium tyres. The pit stop here is like 20 seconds, 25 seconds, and honestly over a 20-minute race, it really is not worth it for being on hard tyres from what I have experienced. So really, so much worth it to go medium tyres, for example, and jump in on another set of mediums. There is a few tactics in this race that do differ from car to car, so we'll come to that in a moment as other people do play things a little bit differently. Coming down here though, that was a beautiful overtake. That was not. Nowaways destroyed that Audi. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about that incident there. Me, it's a 50. Honestly, I'm on the fence. Would I call it a racing incident? Certainly, I don't think it was intentional. So, yeah, it's kind of odd. But a gained place is a gained place. Sending it down here, I mean, what a run that Velocitas had. It just blew past that MG. I mean, my gosh. Okay, braking a little bit late. But over the curb we go. Onto the curb on the right. Beautiful. Out the other side we go. Back in the toe of the MG up in front. Yeah, MG, isn't it? Braking at the 100 board here. Down to second gear. And turning in. We are right up behind the two cars up in front. From my understanding, the Veloster doesn't handle as well as the Civic, but it certainly is a lot faster. So, what I lack in top speed, I gain in cornering, and the Veloster would definitely cut that corner. Whether it was over the track limits or not, only they will know. You can see they're trying to little break the toe from the train of cars that we are forming at the moment. And it would have been nice if we had a little bit of a better run on this MG here. I would have loved to take the inside of the line. I don't think that's going to happen. Going to sit up behind and see if we can make a move another way. Coming to the left here. Nice wide open bit of road. And there we go. Beautiful. Got the inside line of actually this corner here. And thankfully the MG did back out. And it's kind of where you want to be. If you can't send it through the top of the hill like where I tucked in behind in the MG, it's really ideal to get the inside line of this corner here because it makes such a difference. My idea though at the moment is to really keep up with the Veloster up in front because that car is real quick. There's no two ways about it. If I can keep up with that car through the straights, it's going to massively help us out and we'll hopefully be able to catch up to position 2 wherever they are. I mean, Wally is 1982 is almost 8 seconds away. They're long gone. Whether P2 is with them or not, I'm not 100% sure. But providing we can stay in the slipstream of said fart can, it will benefit us overall. Not the greatest of exits coming out of there then, and I think I've just broke away from the slipstream annoyingly. Oh dearie me. Okay, so we're in a bit of a back foot here, and yeah, thankfully actually just really noticed the car behind is 1.5 seconds away, which is great news. So we're not going to be under pressure from anybody behind, providing we stay on the track perfect. But we're not going to be in the slipstream of position 3. Hopefully, this next couple of sections here, especially in the braking zones, we can start pouring a few temps back and get ourselves back in said slipstream. I mean, 0.8 seconds away, close enough. But coming up to the end of this lap, yeah, we haven't really gained. we're still 0.9 seconds away. I mean, we haven't lost. That is a great sign, but position 1 being almost 10 seconds away or under 10 seconds away isn't ideal either. Braking again at the 150 board, turning in, beautifully done, still 1 second away from said fart can up in front. And this cycle goes on for a little bit too long, annoyingly, because end of lap 4, we're still 1.1 second away from said position 3 up ahead. I think the MG quit behind because you have ULT Franco behind us, that's 3 seconds away. I wouldn't say they've been gaining, but I wouldn't say we've got away from them either. They may well have gained a little bit. It's hard to tell. The board there is a bit all over the shop. Whether they just fell off the track or not, you know, they were gaining through one corner and suddenly now they're 2.5 seconds away from us than what they were previously. Who knows? But end of lap 5, same again, 0.8 seconds away. And ULT Franco is still 3.4 seconds away. Wally, though, has got away a little bit more. Oddly enough, though, nearly followed them. They've lost a few got to turn. Unusual, honestly. I got so fixated with following them and for such a long period of time that you just got used to following them and following what they were doing. Honestly, I nearly fell with them off track. It's probably kind of tactic they were doing. Wally, though, on the other hand, is in the pit, so I can only presume Wally was on soft tyres, because you can break about 5 laps on soft tyres. If they go on hard tyres next, who knows? But it's kind of a good sign that they're in the pits. Position 1, though, 10 seconds away. It's kind of harsh. But coming up to the end of lap 6 here at the moment, 10 seconds away isn't all too bad. ULT Franco behind, 2.7 seconds away, is not ideal. I was hoping really over a period of this last few laps that we'd end up having a bit of better gap away. But this is where things become a little bit more interesting as we go into the pits. Beautiful entry, to be fair. ULT Franco missed it. Coming out the other side, we are in position 4. A few people did in the pit, such as Cole in position 1. Wally is in front of us by 5 seconds, so that in itself is actually really good. Because you got to think, Wally was over 10 seconds ahead previously. We come out the pits ourselves, and they are now only 5 seconds ahead. So we both lost the same amount of time going into the pits. So whether they had an incident going into the pits or not, who knows? But we are only 5 seconds away now. RTR Sean behind is 1.2 seconds away, and now is 3.6 seconds away, which is great news. Cole in position 1 has now entered the pits, but they were 18 seconds ahead. Wally has gained actually a good bit of time away from us. I can only presume that Wally has gone on to another set of soft tyres, which I am kind of hoping for. I would like to add, oh, that is perfect actually, because I would say Cole has gone from hard tyres to soft tyres, and in doing so will help us in the mountain areas, and hopefully we can keep up with them in quite short succession. Yeah, that's the sentence you're trying to get out, Flash. I mean, okay, we lost a bit of time in that corner there. Soft tyres was a great choice. They are. That Asher is quick though, I'm not going to lie. The Asher is absolutely brilliant in corners. I am just obviously hoping that Wally in position 1 does pit again. That'd be absolutely brilliant news. I mean, don't get me wrong, overall I will still be over the moon finishing in position 3. That is great, but yeah, you know, an extra position is an extra position. Mac Attacks behind 18, 6.1 seconds away. They have been reeling us in ever so slightly, and it puts us on a little bit of edge. I mean, would it be nice if Cole up ahead had an incident with the wall, dropped a little bit of time, and we could follow them down the straight, but it clearly wasn't meant to be. We do have a few laps left to go, and anything could happen. I mean, crikey, we could even crash ourselves, and that would totally sacrifice our podium position if something like that does happen. But in the end, Wally did pit, and Wally is now 5.3 seconds away. Downside of Wally being 5.3 seconds away is Mac Attacks 18 behind is now only 1.5 seconds away. And they have been putting an insane time upon us, because I'm only 3 seconds away, sorry, from Cole, who is on soft tyres. And Mac behind in position 3 came out of nowhere. Like, the speed they've managed to reel us in is unreal. And honestly, I feel the pressure because it's absolutely insane. I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, where did this person come from? I mean, we're lap in position 11 here. And that car behind has just come out of nowhere. You know, they pitted roughly at the same time as us, I think. Don't get me wrong, that corner there wasn't amazing. Front tyres are already on minor wear, but yep, absolutely flew in from nowhere. I mean, it does help that they're in the Elantra, I'm not going to lie. That car is rather quick and actually really nice to drive. But yeah, I definitely feel the pressure. As you can see, making silly little mistakes as I do have them right up my trumpet. Whilst they're up my trumpet, they're also down on this fast straight. One thing I am going to use to my advantage though was when position 3 does manage to make the move. As you can see, I've moved over, let them go past, let them have the outside line as we come to this kink here, and I'm going to use their slipstream as a hoover to get away from Wally, who's in position 4, because Wally's still only 6 seconds away. You know, 6 seconds, oh dear, please no. And golly for that, but annoyingly I've dropped off from position 3. As you can see, the happiness in my face from said actions. I mean, Wally 5.5 seconds away, last lap, providing nothing goes wrong, we might be in luck to hold in position 3. I mean, I'm over the moon to still finish on a podium position after all of that. And I mean, to be fair, besides that awful corner entry, it was a brilliant race. These last 2 races we've had, especially this one here, minimal contact from anybody. It's been such a nice race, and from what I've seen, nobody else really had any form of contact. And it's so rare you get these races come along. They are so unique now. It's really just elevates this game to the next level when you get stuff like this happen. One thing I will say though is maybe I should have extended the previous section of the race before I pitted one more lap, because the tyres are really starting to show their age here, and I'm the kind of person that would rather push towards the end on better tyres than push in the middle, as crazy as it sounds. Whether that's the right tactic or not so sure, but when you're coming to the end of the race like this, it's kind of feels more crucial that you nail everything spot on, and tyres being onto moderate wear like they are now is really not that ideal to making sure that you can do that final send. I mean, you can see Wally now being 3.3 seconds away from us, and you know, we're only a handful of turns away from finishing this race. Great thing about it though, we are just having nothing but long straights. Well, 2 sections are long straights, which, you know, really does help us out, because if the track was far more cornery towards the end, then we wouldn't be in such of a lucky boat, let's put it that way. Funny thing I've noticed actually is position 2 hasn't really got that much away from us either. They clawed us in so quickly, but that was a light change. What on earth was that about? Works perfectly. But anyway, as I was saying, we haven't really lost much time from position 2, but how quickly they caught us up to not how quickly they're getting away. Unusual is all I can say, but let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Position 3, podium again, beautiful race. See you all next time.